My name is Dennis O'Connor. I'm Managing Director of HBC Group Limited. We run 15 builders merchants stroke DIY stores throughout the Republic of Ireland. Our best known brands would be TJ O'Mahony's, PH Ross's, C&D Providers and Wexford. Over the years, HBC has acquired a number of family-owned businesses who were operating in their own right for a good number of years. What we tend to do is we tend to concentrate in the back door on their systems and look for ways and opportunities in which we can improve their business. It can be in purchasing systems, but more often than not, it tends to be on the marketing end of the business. We look at the brand and how strong the brand is and how much goodwill there is towards the brand in the respective area. And if we feel we can bring more to the brand by taking it under the TJ O'Mahony wing, which would be one of our strongest brands, that's what we have to do, and that's what we do. That then means a certain amount of work in terms of improvements we can make to the brand, everything within the shop itself, outside the shop, cars, vans, trucks, anywhere that there's a brand, there's a requirement to do some work and remedial work to that brand. Predominantly what we are is a builder's merchant, so we try and ensure that we're there for the tradesperson, but also the homeowner who are looking to buy a door, a floor, paint, whatever the case may be. Whatever the project is around the home, inside or in the garden, we try and ensure that we have the product offering, the service and the solution, which is most important. What I'd like to think makes TJ O'Mahony different is we put a lot of emphasis on understanding our customer, their needs, their wants and their solutions. And once we've understood what that is, we then go and try and fill that solution, fill that space. So in some cases that can be opening hours, it can be opening early, opening late, it can be opening through lunchtime. In a lot of cases it's speed. Guys want to get in and girls want to get in and out as quickly as they possibly can at this point in time. Having stock of a product, having stock of branded product, having stock of branded quality certified product is key to our customers. And the whole idea of being there with them along the way, so that can be from information, from supply, from pricing, from administration. We want to encourage through proper branding, proper messaging, proper signage. For a while we struggled to simplify or to speed up that process, but thankfully since we've been using Tweak, it's meant that we can create Tweak champions, if you like, within the store, that instead of us having to wait for our team of graphic designers or to get that work done externally, that we can get that carried out effectively, professionally, instantly, and as well at a much more cost-effective rate. In O'Mahony's we speak a lot about the customer journey, and that's trying to understand as best we possibly can the project, the task that's involved, whether it's to the tradesperson or to the homeowner. What we try and do is, once someone enters our store, we try and look for clear messaging, clear communications. So we look for a way and a means to simplify that process, to speed up the process of creating better branding, better messaging, just making the journey that little bit easier for the customer. Thankfully we came across Tweak, which has meant we can create great branding, great signage, great communication, just creating a great customer experience, a great customer journey. And that's all thanks to Tweak. One of the challenges we have found in the past is our ability to produce at scale, quickly and efficiently, the kind of messaging and kind of branding that we would like. In a lot of cases, it meant a lot of that work would have to be subbed out to agencies or marketing companies or other graphic designers. And it can take some time, sometimes, to get that back. And also, sometimes some of the messaging that you want to get across, it can be too expensive. What Tweak has meant is that if we get an idea, or if there's a communication, or there's a message that we instantly want to get out there, or if the occasion presents itself due to weather or seasonal changes, that we have to react quite quickly. What Tweak has meant is that we can affect that change, we can scale it up. We have 15 branches, we can get the messaging across instantly in all of those branches, and it can happen there and then. So what was an idea in the morning can be a sale in the afternoon. Like everything in the business, marketing comes under the cost measurement, as does Tweak itself. And after a full 18 months of using Tweak, we can immediately see from a cost-effective perspective the benefit that has been. But more importantly, when you look at the flip side of the sales, how key decisions, on-the-spot decisions that we would have taken at critical times last year where weather would have changed instantly, and that can be from reasonable weather to cold weather where we needed to get a special out. It meant that we could get ticketing and messaging out across our stores, which has meant it nicely translated to sales up to 20-25% additional that we wouldn't have necessarily been in a position to do so. We're at a time where speed is everything. Being in a position where you can be flexible and agile to carry out a change, an immediate change, on the spot pretty much. An idea can turn into print or into messaging or into digital. More importantly, it can happen within an hour thanks to Tweak. And that is fiercely important to ourselves because we're in a very competitive environment. Whether it's competing with the big multiples or whether it's competing with the supermarkets, we're all trying to occupy a fight for that critical spend. We've found the ability to do that with Tweak being so important. From a physical aspect of putting it on the shop shelf itself, the social aspect, to get it out there, out to all our followers, fiercely important. When we started to prepare for our 2020 marketing plan, we sat down in the month of October. Tweak is a fundamental part that the rest gets added upon. It's something that it's allowed us to pull back in other areas that we were marketing on, not necessarily getting the response that we liked. We see the response from Tweak, so it's a fundamental part of what we do.